Welcome to Every Album Ever with Mike and Alex, the podcast where we listen to every single album in the world, one artist at a time. That's usually a whole discography per episode, except for loose ends, episodes like this one, where a band we previously covered puts out, in this case, very unexpectedly, something brand new. My name is Michael Mansour. I'm joined, as always, by my sleeveless co-host, Alexander Volt. Say hello.
Hello.
And today, what are we tying up here?
Well, pun intended, we got some more Pulp for our audience. Their new album is entitled More.
Pulp. We covered them episode 44 during COVID. During COVID over shitty Zoom. It wasn't even Zoom. We had shitty Skype because it was free. It was so long ago. I remember doing this episode. I remember you not liking the band at all. I remember me like actually liking them and being like, they're pretty charming. There's some good songwriting there. Corny and dorky for sure. Extremely English, very Britpoppy. But I like them.
Yeah, I didn't walk away the biggest fan. I would be interested in like revisiting some of their more beloved albums now, though, that it's been some time and I've familiarized myself with the band.
Yes, albums such as This Is Hardcore for sure. And I liked a lot of their albums. I liked the first one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the second one a little bit.
I think
was it I forget
Different Class.
Different Class
It's like their big one.
Is it? Yeah, that's a good ass album too. But This Is Hardcore is the one that we both came together with.
Yeah,
I think we both gave that one best, and I think we both gave His and Hers worst, if I'm not misremembering.
Oh man, yeah, your memory for that is better than mine.
I'm really guessing just vaguely because it was 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, but didn't expect this band to come back. Did not. Their last album was fucking 2001. It was We Love Life.
Yes, very long time ago. Didn't even realize this was upcoming. Was just browsing the new releases and I was like, oh shit, new Pulp. It's not a compilation. It's not a live album. This is brand new material.
Brand new material. And I think it's probably safe to say that Alex wasn't a fan before, but he's been turned around and he loves this album, right?
Love may be too strong of a word, but I did find myself enjoying this album.
Okay, I was completely joking. I can't believe you liked it. I didn't like it at all.
I thought like I really like the more upbeat songs on here. There are some things that I think are okay, but like the highs are really high, I think.
So might as well just not wasting any time here. What highs are you talking about? What are the highs for you?
Well, the opener, this Spiked Island.
Spike Island?
Yeah, it's this sparkly synth disco thing. I think it's a very fun, like, welcome back song. Like, it's been a long time for longtime Pulp fans. And it just feels like a nice hug, I think.
I agree with that because I heard that. I'm like, I don't hate this. This is actually, and then I heard it again. I'm like, yep, that's a good ass song. I'm seeing here, the music was written by Adam Betts. Wait, he does percussion on 3 tracks, and he did the programming for that track.
Interesting.
Wait a minute. No. Okay, no, scratch that. This Wikipedia is really stupid and annoying. If you go to the Wikipedia, anyone watching, it says the song title, and then right now we're using Wikipedia. It's our fault. And right on the same column, it says music and has a bunch of different names. So you think, oh, clearly the music was written by Adam Betts. All these songs are written by Adam Betts. It's all the songs are written by Pulp, and then it says we're just gonna list the other people who wrote on it. On that, whatever. I'm an idiot and it was confusing. Anyway, it's a great song. That's yes. I was surprised, but yeah, definitely caught off guard by that one. I was delightfully optimistic after that, and that's my disappointment for the rest of it, rest of the album.
That was it for you. I was still on board with Tina. Kind of starts off like a spaghetti western, but they bring in these strings. Turns kind of dancey. And then another reason I would like to revisit Pulp is I had the epiphany of how they're Gordy Greep adjacent, or I should say he's, borrowed
Pulp
some
adjacent?
things from Pulp.
That's funny. Hold on, my microphone is all stuck. That's funny because Gordy Greep is a wild man and
Yes,
very
he
from
is.
Black Midi, and he's a wild man and he's fun and he's is he Welsh? He's got a crazy fucking voice, and Pulp they're from that scene, that really niche scene. Where was it? Where the hell? What's the name of the city?
Sheffield?
Sheffield. There it is. Yeah. So they're from Sheffield, which had this. It's this not middle of nowhere, but kind of like nothing little town in the UK, in England. At least I think in England. And all of a sudden, in the late 70s, early 80s, the scene came up. Bands like the Human League and others, just all these crazy bands that just exploded came from there. And then after that, the town just died. I mean, the town is still there, but there's nothing else. Like, it was just one moment in time. This little town had this thing, and then once all the bands left, there was no more to be had.
Well, I looked up Greep, and he is from the most made up sounding place in London I've ever read, Walthamstow, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong.
That's a very kooky English word.
Yes. So, yeah, I guess he's this,
Well,
and
to be
he's
fair,
part of something called the windmill scene, much, so he's got his little scene too.
to be completely fair, the singer of Pulp, his name is Jarvis Cocker. I mean, it doesn't get more fucking hilariously English than that.
That's a legendary name too.
It's a legendary name. It's a great name. The man really, really hit the lotto on that one. But the other big thing about Pulp that has been a constant, and it's one of the funniest constants, it doesn't make any fucking sense, is you get Jarvis Cocker, this Austin Powers of a man with his glasses. and I do mean that in every sense of the term, because of how sexual he is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's so sexual. It's Austin Powers level of like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And it's always been like that. And on this album, it's so much that it's full on Flight of the Conchords for me. It's just funny to me. Most songs, he's really close to the mic, and he's really breathy and he's really sensual. Yeah. There's a song called fucking My Sex on here. It's hilarious.
Yes. I was going to jump to that. I was kind of hope at that point, we kind of get this lull of like down tempo songs. So I was kind of hoping My Sex would like pick it up, but those lyrics are so funny. I was like, I can't hate this song.
It is very funny, but it's like, it's not a joke, but boy, do I really feel like it is. I like, if it was a joke, I'd probably be a lot more charmed by it. But because it's not a joke, it forces me to listen to it seriously. In which case, it's bad. It's a bad song. I don't know what to do.
I don't know. I guess my brain just does that. I do that with like certain rappers. I did it with Tim Buckley. I will just give way to the comedy if it is there. I don't really care if people intended it to be funny or not. It's funny enough to me.
In a way, you come from the Robert camp, my brother, if it's funny, that means it's great.
Yeah, he's on like another level though. Like he
Someone say he's below this level. Sorry, that's a Can reference.
Yeah, he can he can like see the comedy and like avant-garde where I'm just like, that's this dicking around, and like on paper I get where he's coming from though.
So it is funny, and I do appreciate, and it is like a very light album. It's not like it didn't piss me off or bum me out or just like ruin my day or anything. I just didn't really enjoy the songs. There's some stuff that, I mean, aside from Spike Island, which I think is the most consistent track on the album, I don't mind Slow Jam, a little melodramatic, but I'm not too. There's some like pretty well done string work, especially in like the final minute there, like violin string section.
For sure. Yeah, Slow Jam is cool. It's got this like mellow tropical study vibe. This is a good album for the summer. I think that's another reason it worked for me.
Oh.
But yeah, and also like the bass work on Slow Jam is so good. It's like it's subtle, it's there, but it's so good.
Yeah, you know, because you're saying the bass work, it really leans in with it's like the first song to kind of close everything down and has these really subdued bass and drums. The vocals are very close, but it's a pretty cool section actually. Not bad at all.
What was Donnie's last name?
Donnie Benet.
Yeah. We got like some Donnie Benet vibes.
Ooh, Donnie Benet. Yeah, my man.
Yeah.
Check out our episode on that from last year. That was my number 3 best album of the year.
Yes.
I mean, I've still listened to that album, but
also another good summertime album, I must say.
Indeed. Yeah, I did listen to it on my long drive to go visit LA. I mean, you got it.
Oh yeah.
What was it? The other song that I'm actually that I warmed up to on second listen is Background Noise, which I thought was insanely boring, and then the chorus just won me over. It's very Sparks. It's a very Queen sounding chorus. With the way it's written,
I agree. I thought it was boring at first, but it just builds and it gets more epic, and it's really well done.
Yeah, not bad. Everything else I could easily just do. And also, I'm checking these reviews. Universal acclaim for this album. That seems accurate, right? You got Pitchfork giving it a 7.5, which is an 11 for them.
Yeah,
this is, yeah. I don't dislike Pulp. I like Pulp. This is not that great. I don't think this is that great. But then again, you don't like Pulp, and you're cool with it. So I don't fucking know.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe I've made a turn on Pulp. But yeah, I also think for older bands too, and I guess this is I don't think they ever officially broken up, but it's basically a reunion album.
Yeah. 24 years.
That's long enough. Whatever. Even if they were touring and this didn't record new material. I don't know. I think it's always cool when an older band can record something that's not just relevant, but I think it's solid music. Like, if this was a brand new band, if it wasn't called Pulp, I would still think it was a great album.
This is, I may not be the biggest fan, but god damn, this is not what the hell's that Big Star reunion album that would sucked ass? Yeah, it's not like I'm noticing that more and more these days. Reunion albums are getting better.
They're getting better. Yeah.
They're getting a lot better. That's an interesting turn in humanity and for music as a whole. It is. I'm not too. I don't have a big problem with that. But what other stuff do we got on here,
dude?
Because there's a lot of like really hopeful. I find it to be a little corny, but like really Englishy. I'm turning it into a detriment. Not a detriment. Whatever insult slur. Like Farmer's Market, which is like, yeah. Those are some specific. I mean, the specificness of his vocals comes to a real head on that one.
Yeah, after Slow Jam, I thought Farmer's Market was continuing that like light, breezy vibe, but I think that one is, especially for Jarvis, it's very big and dramatic, and it's perhaps a little more romantic than Slow Jam. Ironically, you wouldn't think Farmer's Market would be the song to do that.
It is a little bit more romantic. One of my bigger problems with the album overall is the well of that light, hopeful, almost whimsical type of writing style, as well as arrangements, because you have the final 3 tracks, I want to say, Partial Eclipse, Hymn of the North, and A Sunset. Like that chunk right there was like, Jesus Christ, am I listening to the same shit 3 times in a row here?
That is I do agree that is a weaker point in the album, because it kind of leaves you in a lull. Like Partial Eclipse is perhaps the most like mellow, dreamy thing on the album. When Hymn of the North started, it wasn't doing much for me. I was just kind of ready to like move on from that. But then I judged the song incorrectly. And when it picks up, it won me over. I was like, okay, I was wrong. I should have been along for the ride from the beginning. I misjudged this song.
Are you talking about the section at 3:15?
If that's where it picked up, I didn't write timestamps.
Because that is a genuinely cool riff that comes on at that part. That is that's for sure.
That did it because it like subverted, I was like, we're just, the rest of the album's going to be a snooze fest. But you know what? I would like in a perfect world, that's probably the closer, because I think like A Sunset isn't a bad song, but it does feel a little unnecessary.
I felt the same. I felt unnecessary from that one specifically, because this isn't it. It's not a short album. It's not a long one. It's like 50 minutes, which is 50 minutes in my brain, room to cut. There's room to cut.
It's so
if you cut something from a 50-minute album, you're not making a short album. You're making a regular album. Cut A Sunset, for God's sake. I mean, like, it's just more happy and hopeful. It's like, we got this already. We got a lot of this on this album.
It's so funny how like 45 minutes seems like a perfect album length, but like something about that extra 5 minutes, like I'm not disagreeing with you. Like I agree. But yeah, I was gonna say because there's really only like 2 high energy disco songs. Got to Have Love is phenomenal.
You like it? I am not a fan,
because it opens with Spike Island, and I was like, okay, and I was just kind of going along for the ride, and I just accepted that we weren't going to get another like high energy disco song, and then that song comes on, and I'm like, we're so fucking back.
It is high energy. I'll give you that. It's very dramatic too, which is honestly in the context of the album is a little bit, you kind of, it feels good. I just hate the bass line. It's the most generic shit. I just don't like the bass line. Simple as that. I love the progressions on Spike Island. Don't like the progressions on that one.
Cause also for me, like if that song wasn't there, it'd have like pacing issues. I think that is perfectly placed to give me one last really high energy thing, and then it does the rest of the thing. So,
and then you can kind of like coast and glide for the rest of the album.
Yeah. So yeah, I was surprised, and then had a few epiphanies while listening to this album. And
epiphanies, like wanting to go back to Pulp,
or maybe I should go back and listen to some Pulp.
They're actually good songwriters. Like it's easy to get turned off by like the coat of paint and like what they are, because Britpop, I mean, honestly, it's kind of lame. Not the hugest Britpop guy.
Also, when I'm like stuck in my house, that's not an ideal time to be. Well, maybe for some people it was, but it wasn't perhaps an ideal time to be broadening my horizons. I did in other aspects of my life, but maybe not for music.
Quarantine, maybe not Britpop adjacent in terms of maybe the spirituality and where your soul wants to be. You're not like looking to listen to
exactly and
fucking Blur or whatever the hell.
Yeah, and since then we've like dabbled a little bit more in some Britpop or Britpop adjacent bands, so maybe I'm more like familiarized with the genre now. Yeah,
because I was taken with some of the writing, and they did have a good evolution. They're actually an interesting band. I would say I found them much more interesting than I guess the other famous Britpop bands. I mean, I'm literally only thinking of Blur and Oasis, 2 bands I don't give a fuck about, especially Oasis. But Paul was like, yeah, they're fun. They're fun. They're charming.
Yeah, I don't care for Oasis, but it's the guy from Blur who's also in the Gorillaz. Damon.
I keep thinking of Dan the Automator, but it's not him. It's the other one.
He is Dan the Automator.
Wait, it's him?
He's like works with him though.
Okay.
But yeah, Damon from Blur is just like I I may not love everything he does, but I respect that dude's like songwriting ability so much.
I was deeply troubled when I saw a video on Twitter at some point where was it Clint Eastwood is just like the stock song from like a Casio keyboard or like one of those keyboards. Like the hook is just a stock, like a Wesley Willis. You press play on the stock sounds, and and they just rapped over it or they sung over it.
Yeah, and he made everyone fall in love with it.
Exactly. And I heard that, I'm like, I feel cheated. I feel cheated, but
it's brilliant.
It's catchy. It's pretty catchy.
Yeah. And then as like a kid, that music video was so fucking cool. Like it gave me like unrealistic expectations of what the Gorillaz were as a young man.
Because animated?
Yeah, I thought they were going to be like a little more moody and darky, and as like 12 or 13, I was like, this isn't for me. And then I got older and I was like, this is actually cool.
I'm the fact that I actually don't even know if the song is Clint Eastwood because I know so little about the band. I've only heard the hits. I really have not touched that part of that side of music. We're too busy covering bands like This Heat for me to touch the Gorillaz at this point in time. But
I will say
one day,
one of the I guess it's may have been like 10 years ago. They did a single with Andre 3000. And like Andre 3000's so crazy because he doesn't like rap forever, he doesn't do albums, and he'll just randomly pop up, and he goes so hard on that track. And it wasn't even like a big single or anything. It was this, I think it was for like Record Store Day, and that was like, in my opinion, like the last great like Andre 3000 verse.
Oh wow,
yeah.
Who would have thought a Record Store Day track?
He's like hits the ground running. He's just going fast on that.
Mm-hmm. This is jumping back to the album a little bit. It's a smart move. What I'm about to tell you, for the band's part, it's a smart move. A little bit misleading. The two singles from this album, Spike Island and Got to Have Love.
Oh, that's so misleading. That's so misleading.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, like I think they have their place, but this is, I wouldn't pitch this as a high energy album. It's like those two are the exceptions. They're exceptions. They're nice to have. It's almost like an inverse of like a metal album, and they have like a few ballads, where this is like ballads and two upbeat songs.
Pretty much. And I'm being pretty hard on the album. It is stylistically, it has a lot of diversity. It is interesting. They do a lot of things. My problem falls back to the writing, like the actual hooks, the actual progressions that I find to just not be that interesting. Produced like a beast. Production is very well done. It's very deep. It's very even. It sounds great. I just was not moved by the writing.
Or maybe I had like a Mercury Rev moment where I wasn't like, I'm not that invested in the band, and I'm like, oh, I'll just listen to this because I do the pod. And then I'm like, this is amazing.
That's very similar.
Yeah.
And much like you, or no, not much like you, much like this situation, I liked Mercury Rev a lot as a band. I hated that new album.
Dude.
You were not big on Mercury Rev at all. You liked the new album. What the hell?
I still think about it. Fucking
Born Horses.
Born Horses. I still think about it sometimes.
Oh, shit. But the album is out. Go check it out if you want. If you're a Pulp fan, I'm sure you've already heard it. If not, I wouldn't start there. But, it's not the worst thing ever. I don't like it.
Yeah, I think this day and age, there's lots of dancey bands going on. Like there's one I don't even know how it's pronounced. It's like KH something bin. I don't know. Like if you're a fan of that band, or other bands that I'm blanking, like I think that's the other thing, real quick. There's lots of bands doing dancey stuff. I don't think a lot of it is as good as this, which I think is another like charming part of it. So
fair enough. I'm not one to comment on dance music so much or dancey music. I tend to only like it when it's accompanied by noisy bullshit. So I guess, yeah,
or
that makes
the
more
guy
sense.
looks like Ron Jeremy doing it.
Or if the guy looks like I'm. It's not in frame. This guy, everybody.
There you
it's
go.
so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself like a dance music expert, but I like what I like, and I like when I hear something like this. So
yeah, totally. Well, check it out if you wish. It's fun, bang, and check out our full episode on Pulp from forever ago. The quality is not as good as this. I'm warning you now, but we're figuring it out. It was the early days. 44 episodes in the early days, which for a lot of people, they quit long before that.
Dude, 40, that was like coming up on a year.
It was almost a year doing it. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And crazy. And here we are again over Zoom, but it looks a lot better now.
Were people telling us what to, I don't even know how we picked Pulp.
It was requested.
Okay.
It was requested.
Okay.
But it wasn't a paid request. It was before we were doing paid requests.
You used to be able to get these for free.
You used to be able to get them for free, and now we're trying to squeeze in all the paid ones before you leave the show. It's getting real close. But thank you so much for listening, watching, and hanging out. Check out the full episode 44. There's a link in the description, or there's a link in the little YouTube thing. Whatever the fuck, you'll find it. It's easy to find. Links everywhere. But yeah, until the next one, follow me on all social media at Panda Monkey, and Alex on Blueski at
Octatron 3030,
and our history guy Tom Osman at Tom Osman Sounds on all social media, and TomOsmanSounds.com for his music and his podcast, whatever comes next. Links to all that in the description. My EP, link to that in the description as well, and Patreon, baby. Yes, the clock is ticking on Alex. If you don't know why he's leaving the show, King Crimson Part 1, where we explain the whole thing. So we're not accepting any more requests, but there is still fun stuff there. There's still bonus episodes there. There's see our schedule in advance. You get to join the Discord, be part of the community. It's good stuff there. Go there, please. Thank you. Patreon.com/everyalbumever.
And we still need to keep the lights on. We still need to keep the lights on.
Yes, we do. Until the wheels fall off. I mean, I'll still probably be trucking when Alex is gone, but still, we're really, this is going to be a real, the next few months, might as well say it now. They are going to be jam-packed with full episodes because we don't have a choice.
We were trying to pace ourselves, and we're going to end up doing a marathon anyways.
This is going to be the last loose ends. There's another loose ends that we need to do that I've been putting off, and now I don't even know if we'll be able to get to it, because there's going to be, next week will be another singles, and there's going to be one more singles in a couple of weeks. But after that, it's just going to be discography, just like the old days.
Ooh, man, this is going to be interesting.
Let's just hope we don't run into another thrice. The reason that I said, let's stop doing full discographies every week. That was the reason. Thrice.
Also, working on the pod while traveling and its premise seems like a good idea, because you're on a plane. You don't have anywhere to go.
In practice, buddy.
I don't do well on planes. I'm 6'3", 210. I get motion sickness, although I've been trying to take motion sickness pills before I get on the plane now. I'm uncomfortable as fuck, and I can't afford first class.
No, yeah, dude. I thought I'm fairly okay with planes. I can't sleep on planes. I can sleep fucking anywhere except the plane. It's maddening. The one place where it would be so helpful to be able to sleep, and I can't. I've tried. Dude, I don't get it.
I'm so jealous of people who get to time travel. It's although I will say last year, I usually best I can do is nod off. Last year, I don't know how it happened. I thought I nodded off, and then I looked at the clock, and I was like, I slept an hour. That's fucking amazing.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I get this pardon the pun, fight or flight thing going on as soon as I start to do the head bob. I feel like everyone's watching me. They're gonna attack me. They're gonna strike. This is where they're gonna strike now. I can't relax. If there's people around me, I can't sleep. It sucks. It sucks.
I kind of get that. Although I think if I was more comfortable, I could do it. But I get where you're coming from.
if it was more comfortable, yeah, that is not comfortable. Yeah. Oh, geez. And now we're talking about plane woes. I haven't been on a plane in a while, but it's been like a year. Whatever. Anyway, thanks so much for listening and watching. Until the next one, see ya.